out there. My name is Brian Smith, and I'm going to be bringing you the Veterans Tour to Punta Cana presentation this evening. Thank you for coming. We all know you could be doing whatever you're doing, but you decided to sit and do it with us. Welcome to the Veterans Tour in Punta Cana. So the two logos there at the top of the screen, we're going to talk about all those, the Veterans Care International program, as well as where veterans are VIP. And then also pay attention, we want everybody to see this, the web address is down at the bottom of the page. That's right, www.veteranscareinternational.com. We want to make sure you have that web address. Introductions, well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Brian Scott Smith. I'm originally from East Orange, New Jersey. I went to Virginia State University. I graduated in ROTC. I served in the military for 22 years, so yes, I am a veteran. I come from a special ops background, and now I am here living in Punta Cana, working with Veterans Care International program. That's a little bit about me, if I had to introduce myself. I would like to mention that we still may not have a person that's in front of us, but let me just introduce someone who we know about. This is our general manager / general director, Mr. Jalen Reinhardt. Just want to shout out to you, sir. Introductions, and we're going forward. Okay, as I mentioned, the logo's at the top, Veterans Care International. Veterans are VIP, and the Fundación Punta Cana Community Care. These are all important logos. But when you're looking at the Veterans Care International program, we want to make sure that all these sponsorships are told to you so you know where potentially we have our excursions, we have different things we do with Veterans Care International program, and these are some of the organizations that provide funding for that program. So we're transforming veterans health care. Let's all do it together. So the Veterans Care International program is a pioneering organization dedicated to facilitating veterans access to top-tier medical care in the Dominican Republic. And of course, we're going to leverage your VA benefits when you come down here for the program. So as I mentioned before, this initiative is co-sponsored by Fundación Punta Cana Care Community. Well, I just talked about me a minute ago, and here I am. Here's my picture. I just wanted to shout out real quick that the reason why I am wearing that green fatigue jacket, it's in honor of all the veterans who served in Vietnam. That's right. That is a battle dress, or if you want to call it a jungle fatigue jacket, and I'm doing that in honor of all veterans from the Vietnam War area. Yes, I served in the military for 22 years as a clinical social worker after that, and I have a master's degree from Columbia University. Let's go. Oh yes, I'm Ranger qualified. Now, when we talk about roots and inspiration, it's real important to know where all this came from. What might have been the inspirations that actually made this dream come true? The Veterans Care International program has a lot of roots and a lot of inspiration. First of all, let's salute Mr. James Henderson. He's there on the right side in his uniform. He is a Vietnam-era veteran, and we want to give a shout out to Mr. Henderson as well. I mentioned Jalen Reinhardt earlier. That is his grandfather. Yes, Mr. Henderson, that is Jalen's grandfather, and there he is embracing his grandson as he served in the military. Why Punta Cana? Everybody wants to know, why Punta Cana? Why do people say so much about this place? Why are they coming down here? Well, it could be the natural beauty. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it. The skies are blue, the oceans are blue, the palm trees are green, there's a lot of foliage, it's great oxygen, it's water off the ocean. I can go on and on and on. But there's many reasons why people choose to come here, and one of them is the stunning beauty of the beaches and the environments. We talk about government and growing infrastructure. Well, construction is always going on here. You can see it. They're building more places for the tourists to come. Isn't that a coincidence that 11 million people visited here in 2024 into the country of Dominican Republic, and 60% of those folks found themselves here in Punta Cana? Safety is very important. If you feel like I feel, when you have your loved ones come and visit you abroad, you want to make sure that their welfare is taken care of. So safety is one of the dynamic things that Punta Cana has to offer, and you can reassure that you're safe here when you're in this particular program. Yes, they have a police force. That police force is called the Polator, not far from Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center. And they have little small pickup trucks that they ride around with blue and red flashing lights during the daytime and in the evening time to show that they are out here watching and keeping an eye out for tourists who are traveling in and out of Punta Cana. Now we're going into it. That's right. We're going to talk about the things that are really, really important when you come down here for the program. Let's talk about what's included, okay? A major emphasis is because this is a health and wellness program. So medical services are included. We have general practitioners, we have chiropractic work, we have psychologists and psychiatrists on staff here to help you with your disabilities if you have them in your disability breakdown letter. Yoga, massage therapy. These are more holistic types of approaches that there's a lot of intervention, and studies have shown that using holistic type of interventions can help veterans with their disability. Neurology, meditation, orthopedists, even gastroenterologists. That's right, if you're suffering potentially from GERD, that's gastroesophageal reflux disease, we potentially could have gastroenterologists take a look and maybe they can help you out. ENT, everybody knows that's ear, nose, and throat. And of course, one of the favorites that's always been talked about is the aquatic therapy. That picture is aquatic therapy. And that individual who's training or actually helping that individual may be here tonight as a guest speaker. Let's keep going. Also, what's included? Let's talk about the activities. There are activities that are included with this program that some people say they're almost too good to be true. A catamaran ride is provided with the program. That's right, you're gonna go on a catamaran, there's gonna be fruits and foods and beverages. You're gonna go out to what they call a natural pool where you can actually stand in the water in the ocean and it only comes up to your belly button. Incredible, there's slides on the catamaran, there's great music, there's just great connections with people just letting their hair down and feeling comfortable riding on a yacht and listening to good music. Beach day. Beach day is the second day that you arrive here. We take you out to one of the local beaches, you kind of see the culture, you hear the music, you're in the aura, you're in the ether, and you're feeling really good. So beach day is something that you really want to check out. Movie night, they bring out the Chase Lounge in front of these big screen movies, you lay out, and you basically watch movies. Some of the things I'm telling you about, you want to know why? Because I've done them, right? I've been in the program, okay? Dance classes. A world-renowned dance instructor comes here to teach you bachata, merengue, salsa, rumba. You might come in here with 2 left feet and leave out with a left and right foot if you listen to what he's teaching, right? There's barbecues on Thursday. We have what they call a veterans barbecue where all the local veterans who live in town here come out, socialize, and network with veterans who are in the program. There are some heated games that goes on there. And I mean competitively, We're talking about spades, we're talking about dominoes. That's right, folks are slapping down dominoes, folks are slapping down cards, playing spades. We have bingo night with cash prizes. That's right, cash prizes. And we also have a special treat where we have custom-made jewelry. Yes, on site. I'll tell you more about that, or just come out and find out. Real estate is optional. As you see there, it says real estate. That picture is actually showing real estate. It's very optional. If you choose to, you can say that, hey, I want to see something that I potentially could invest in for me and my family here in the Dominican Republic. And if you say that, or if you write that down on paper, someone will contact you to take you out and look at some real estate. Live music, I mentioned that. And the one of all that everybody loves is getting up early in the morning, say around 7 o'clock in the morning, and having sound therapy. That's right, sound therapy in the humongous sandbox that they have built right next to the property. Actually, it's on the property. You walk out the door, make a left, and you're right there at the sandbox. I'm still going. What else is included? Okay, let's get down to it. The hotel is included. That means the hotel stay from Tuesday to Tuesday is included in the program. Your transfer to and from the airport. That's right, when you're flying from your home of record to Punta Cana, you are now on the ground, boots on the ground. Someone's going to pick you up. They might flash a card with your name on it, and they're going to take you directly to the Health and Wellness Center, which is Las Flores Hotel. 6 dinners out of the 7 nights that you're here are included, okay? These things are included. There'll be one dinner that you might go to a fancy restaurant, and dinner's on you, okay? Transportation for activities. Transportation in a bright, new, well, it's not bright, but it looks bright when it rides through town. It's a Sprinter. It's a Mercedes Sprinter van that holds 17 people. And yeah, we kind of floss through the neighborhood taking our veterans. That's right, we're proud. We're taking our veterans to different activities, to the beach where you go on the catamaran, to the beach where you go on beach night. It takes you to any place that you could think of. Sometimes you might get to go to Jumbo, but I'm not going to talk about that. But we do take you to nice places that you can go to, not just anywhere, but those are designated locations that we want to take you to. And guess what? Most of all, you can bring a +1 or a guest. Keep in mind, it's someone who's your battle buddy. It's someone who you grew up with. It's someone who's your cousin. It could be your sister, your aunt, your mom, your dad, your best friend. It's someone that wants to be here as you go through one of these life-changing opportunities to get your mental health and wellness in check. That's right, to get your disabilities in check. You might have waited a little long while you're in the United States, but someone who's in your corner to come down here, right? We want them to accompany you. Now, keep in mind, the hotel rooms are basically for one individual. But if you feel comfortable enough to bring your BFF, your best friend, your battle buddy, your aunt, your cousin, your mom, your dad, if you want to bring them, they can share a room with you. Okay? Now, I want to read the disclaimer. Accommodations is provided only during the 7-day Veterans Tour. Any additional services, days, or expenses beyond the scheduled tour will be at your own cost. Plain and simple, period. If you are traveling with children, and we love children, I have children, you have children, we have children, we love children. Please ensure that they have someone to stay with them during your medical appointments. I'm gonna say that again. I got a little choked up because I love children. If you're traveling with children, please ensure that they have someone to stay with during medical appointments or schedule activities at the hotel or on the catamaran, and these are not suitable for children due to health and safety policies and program restrictions. That was a mouthful. So bottom line is, if you do bring children, be prepared to take care of them, and they can't go on any of the trips or appointments.
I decided to...
And now, we're going to go to some recap. We're going to go to some testimonies. We're going to talk about and listen to people who actually experienced this program. Let's go.
I decided to take a chance and see what BCI had to offer, and...
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Here is the best. In United States, the only thing you do is go to the hospital. You sit down with the doctor, and they just ask a question, and they look more at the computer, putting all information than what they're talking to you, what they recommended to you, and everything.
I highly recommend this beautiful facility to any veteran in the United States, and come here and get better treatment, more professionalism, and outstanding service.
While you're here, you will receive some of the best primary health care that you could ever imagine. For me, I had some issues with my feet, with my hearing, and so when I came here, they were able to focus more one-on-one with me, and what a way for the veteran to get that kind of assistance where they treat you more like a person than a number.
And just come, don't be afraid. It's gonna change your life.
I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Coming here was a revitalization for me. It lifts whatever sadness you're feeling. You're just so happy when you come here, especially when you're coming from a place that's cold, you know? I loved all the activities that you guys had planned. It was just amazing for me. I can't get enough of it. I'm very pleased, and I will be back. Get your airfare together. Just save a little money for lunch. That's all you have to pay for.
BCI medical team hospitality was incredible. I had never seen a group of people that would come to you, and not only come to you, but be willing to help you with all your needs and all your concerns. They answer all my questions. I never thought that they were going to be able to do all this stuff with us in a short period of time.
Wasn't that a great recap? That was some of the experiences that veterans are having when they come into program. Now we're going to listen to some of our medical professionals.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eva Reyes Rubio. I'm the psychiatrist here at Veterans Care International. As an American citizen, I am excited to care for our veterans who have dedicated their lives in the service of our country. I want to help you with your mental health journey and provide you with all the medical resources necessary for your mental well-being. So, if you're a veteran looking to improve your overall health, come see us at Veterans Care International. We're here to help.
Ray. Dr. Ray is one of the leading psychiatrists here on staff, worth of knowledge and incredible person to talk to. Our next medical professional.
The chiropractor was the best chiropractor I've had ever in my life.
My name is Alexander. I'm Cuban. I've been working more than 60 years as a physiotherapy and also chiropractor. I've been working in Russia, Finland, Venezuela, Colombia, and now here in Punta Cana doing my best.
Dr. Alexander Galvin, one of the leading chiropractors in this territory or this region of the world.
I would 100%.
The chiropractor was the.
I would 100% recommend each veteran that knows about VCI to come here. You have all the appointments set, and you have each appointments with specialties that in the States you would have to make referrals and then have appointments which would take 2-3 months, a year, and here in 1 week you have all the appointments.
Hi, I'm back. Another testimony from one of our exciting veterans.
I had been putting off some medical concerns and some mental health concerns, and I was afforded a safe space to not only be myself, but to shed that baggage and those layers, and at the same time couple it with support and therapy to reestablish my mental health the way it should be and balance it. I highly, highly recommend it because we just do not get the same type of service from the VA because they're overworked and overstaffed, and here everything is taken care of in one sweep, and it's effortless and it's very convenient and definitely affordable.
So now that you've heard some testimonies, now that you've heard from our medical clinicians, and you've also seen some of the recapping of what the experiences are like to be here at VCI, now we want to talk about what's not included in the tour, on the tour. These are things we want you to be aware of. No false pretenses, but these are things that are not included. Your flight is not included. That's correct. Your flight is not included. We always can give recommendations during times of the year, checking airlines with discounts. We're here to give you that type of help when you talk to us in customer support, but the flight's not included. As we mentioned before, all the meals are included. That's gourmet breakfast in the morning, that's 6 out of the 7 dinners at night, but lunches are not included, which means that every single day when it's lunchtime, we take you to a different restaurant around Punta Cana. It's very experiencing of different cultures, the culture of food, all laid out, different tastes, different types of food. So it's really incredible to know that you get to go out and have lunch at different locations all around the area. But those lunches are not included. That is your expense. Transportation for other activities outside of the tour is not included. So when you have your medical appointments, when you're going on excursions, you may go to the beach like we take you. We may take you to exchange your money, lunches. I said lunches before. But these are the things that transportation is included. However, if you do something outside of that, you got to find your own transportation. And guess what? I've done it because you can actually use Uber. They have Uber systems here. If you want to get around town, Uber works on everybody's phone, and you're able to use Uber to kind of get out and experience maybe the nightlife, maybe experience an early golf outing. There's a lot of things to do. Alcoholic beverages are not included. So there is a cash bar. You can go there and get you one of the #1 beers in the country, which is Presidente. They have it in light and dark. And it's just great to know that you have that ability there, but it's not included in anything of the VCI program. Now, we know you're going to be here a week. We know that you're going to wear different clothing. We know that you're going to go to the beach. So we do provide laundry services because laundry services is not included within the tour. We have bags in the rooms. You can put your laundry in there, scheduled to have your bag picked up, and before you know it, you have your clothes there folded up, ready to go, all laundered for you. But laundry is not included. Now, let's talk about the Wellness Center. The Wellness Center is called Las Flores Health and Wellness Center. And it is basically a boutique hotel that's been transformed into a wellness center. There are an abundance amount of rooms in the neighborhood, I believe 20 to 23 rooms in the boutique hotel. These are the rooms that you'll be staying in. And on the first level, the consultation rooms are there for your medical appointments. And the area where you eat it every day is there. And there's a pool there that you can swim. And there's music playing all around. And there's the sandbox, as we call it, where you can go out there, you can do some calisthenics, you can do some exercises on your own. But the Wellness Center is a wonderful place because it puts you in that zen where you can feel that you're going to have some type of holistic interventions in your health care. Now, we offer 7-night stay, shuttle service, as we mentioned, to and from the airport, the continental breakfast, I said it, the gourmet breakfast in the morning, and meals are a la carte, which means that everything's like a buffet style, and the pool and tropical garden. So the Wellness Center is included. The Foreign Medical Program. The Foreign Medical Program is a program that you're able to use when you come abroad and get your health and wellness taken care of via Veterans Care International. That's right. The Foreign Medical Program is here in the Dominican Republic, and VCI is the company that is treating the veterans for their health and wellness. Okay? We walk through the VA's Foreign Medical Program, which allows eligible veterans to receive care for service-connected conditions while living or traveling abroad, and that means you. That's right, the FMP program. The great thing about the program is when you come down here, we'll have the paperwork ready for you to fill out. We'll submit it for you on your behalf to the VA, and in about 3 or 4 weeks, you'll receive a letter in the mail from the VA, says, congratulations, your service-connected disabilities have now been covered under the Foreign Medical Program. It's an exciting way to travel abroad and get your health and wellness taken care of.
Start your morning with intention. Sound healing uses therapeutic vibrations to calm your nervous system, reduce anxiety, and promote emotional balance. Follow it with meditation, a daily practice that improves focus, lowers stress hormones, and builds inner resilience. Then, let the water guide your body. Aquatherapy supports mobility, reduces chronic pain, and helps release stored tension, especially powerful for trauma recovery. These are more than wellness practices. They are tools for healing from the inside out.
Wow. How did that make you feel? I'm talking about emotions. If you felt emotions when seeing that, that's all a part of health and wellness. As I mentioned to you guys before, I am a clinical social worker, and I've worked in the VA hospitals in New York, Manhattan, New York, and Brooklyn, New York. And veterans need health and wellness so that they can basically function just as good as they were when they went into the military. So I'm glad that we had the opportunity to show you a video segment of what it really feels like to have your health and wellness taken care of, especially abroad. These pictures represent those types of holistic interventions. Yoga, aquatic therapy, even just one-on-one counseling is therapeutic. Chiropractic work, loosening up your muscles, making you feel better all the way up to your spinal cord. That's alleviating. That's holistic. There's no medicine. Stretching with yoga, and of course, what everybody loves is the water. One of the best and most advanced and most studied means of intervention for people who have disabilities. Not just mental, but physical. I'm just trying to tell you guys something because I've done it. So now we're coming to the part where everybody's raising their hand. That's right, I'm getting the word. You're raising your hand up. You want to know how you want to get involved, right? How do I get involved in the program? I've listened to you, Brian, for 35 minutes. Now tell me, you could have stopped when you started showing the pictures, right? How can I get started? Well, the first thing you can do is call the VA. If you're a veteran, you should have already learned and know how to call the VA, all right? Call the VA and say, hey, I would like to get a copy of my disability breakdown letter. And the number is right there for you, 1-800-827-1000. If you're having problems trying to make that call, guess what? We have folks on the line that will help you make that call. Let them know you want a copy of your disability breakdown letter. This letter shows your ratings and your disability, okay? Hint, hint, clue, clue is what you need to get into the program, right? Don't think it's a letter that you received in the mail saying, oh, this is my disability rating, these are my disabilities, and I'm good to go, I'm getting this much per month. It's not that letter, okay? They have to send you an email encrypted for you to print it out so that you can then send it to us through another encrypted email because we follow HIPAA guidelines, and send that to us. Second, register for the tour. We're probably going to show some dates that are scheduled all the way out to next year that you can put your name in and see when you can come down here for the tour. Remember, if you need time for the flights, this is your time to start scheduling for your flight, okay? So register for the tour. Select your preferred dates and register for the tour. And then wait for the approval. They'll send you an email saying, great, you sent us all your documentation, now you can come down here. You also must fill out the enrollment form. It's not like you can make a phone call. You can't call Noreen and say, hey, I want to come down to the program. I saw everything that was presented. I want to come down here, Noreen. No, you got to follow the steps. Don't get it twisted. You got to follow the steps. We're veterans, so let's do it the right way the first time so that everybody can get down here in a smooth manner, right? So submit your necessary documents. Those documents are your disability breakdown letter, your DD-214, and remember, if you're like me, my DD-214 was folded up in my folder somewhere. If we can't read it, neither can you, right? So please send us an updated DD-214, that's number 2. What else? Your ID. It could be your real ID, it could be your driver's license, it could be a passport, it could be your VA ID card. Send those information documents in, and then the last thing is what? We want to know that you're coming, right? Don't just tell us you're coming. Don't just get all the documents together where we're calling you up. Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? No, you need to have a copy of your flight. That way we know you are coming, right? It makes sense. How do I know to pick you up if I don't know when you're coming in, right? Okay, that's what I'm talking about next. Book your flight, right? Book your flight so you can get here. I could talk you to death about what to do to get down here. I've been here since late January, on and on, back and forth, on and on, back and forth. And the people that do these 4 things right here, they come down and get ready for the program. They're not stressing, having high blood pressure. They're not doing any of that type of stuff. It's no heavy lifting. Just follow these 4 things, get your documents, and come on down. As I mentioned, these are the tour dates, right? What's up, James? I don't know if you're out there watching, but that's James in the middle there. I got to shout James out because James and I actually walked in Meeches from the medium level up to the top level, right? James is a great guy. We were all walking, him and I, and one other person. He had the medic bag, and everybody else was on horses, right? They get up to the top of the mountaintop, and all I hear, I'm going back. This is too much. And everybody shout, no, James, you can do it. No, James, you can do it. Well, guess what? James made the hike up there, okay? So shout out to James, man, if you're on the tour. If you're on the call tonight. These are the tour dates from August the 12th all the way through to December 16th, 2025. These are the dates. I'm not going to tell you, but I got to put it out there. We're already scheduling for next year because there's so much activity going on. I'm sorry. Wait, I just heard something. Guess what? We're scheduling all the way out to July of 2026. Yeah. I'm looking over to my left right here because we got a special guest, right? So, you know, it's really going to get emotions up here going to ride because I got a special guest next to me that, you know, was one of the people that really helped me convince myself and my body to be here. But we're not going to go there yet. Let me keep going. Okay. I keep seeing the picture. She's right here next to me. So let me just go ahead. If there's any questions, hold them to the end, please. Hold them to the end. We're about to now have our guest speaker. First of all, thank you again for tuning in on this call. On behalf of Jalen Reinhardt and the Veterans Care International Program, we want to shout out and thank you for making it this far. You are a quarter of the way there, right? Thank you for coming and listening. But now we have a guest. We have guests every single time we have a webinar. But sometimes these guests has that name special in front of it, right? We have a special guest. In my eyes, a special guest. Because not only is she documented in the work that she produces and that she provides as a clinician, she is documented as a mom, as a wife, as a friend, as a patient to doctor relationship. She's documented in these areas. And I just have the honor and pleasure of introducing her tonight because she definitely has helped me in my comeback of my physical abilities. You know, you guys don't understand. I'm a guy that got a lot of jumps out of airplanes, so sometimes they're not always that great. And over time, your body starts saying, did you really do that? Were you really trying to do that? And it comes back to you. But she has helped me so much in my own personal recovery of my body. I am just honored, and I just want to say God bless her and her family. She's here. I got a little bit of tear coming out my eye right now. But, you know, this is how we get down here. This is the real deal. So without any further ado, please let me introduce you to, everybody just calls her Perla, right? And she'll tell you all about her. Hi, Perla.
Hi. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you for that introduction. Thank you so much. And hi, everyone. My name is Perla, and I am the physical therapist here at VCI. Yes, I have all of those titles that Brian mentioned. I am a mom, I am a wife, and I am your physical therapist. So yeah, I'm really happy to be here again, and we have some exciting updates for you tonight. Yeah.
I love this. We're going to get into that, so we don't want to let the cat out of the bag right now. But can we just start by asking you what really brought you to this type of industry as a clinician? What really was one of the factors that you chose to help people the way you do, Perla?
Yeah, so first, in my years of being a physical therapist,
yes,
I have seen like all type of patients,
Okay.
different type of patients, children, adults, like elderly people. So that really, I think it prepared me to understand that veterans are different.
Yes.
So when it was my time and when I had the opportunity to work with veterans, I understood that everything that I did prior to that just prepared me to where I am right now.
Yes.
So it's an honor really for me to be able to be part of a physical comeback for many of my patients.
Yeah. I mean, that's a true statement. I mean, at some point, with the experience that you have, it's almost like treating a professional athlete. You know, we're not million dollar people, but we have some of the same ailments over time that could be attributed to a professional athlete. So we really appreciate the way you take care of us, you know, in very strategical ways. Another question I'd like to ask you is some of your treatment interventions that you use. Can you tell us a couple of ways that you treat your patients? in
Well-
different techniques and different ways,
Yeah.
like therapy, aquatic therapy, things like that.
So it's different for every patient.
Yes.
It will really depend on what conditions they have.
Mm-hmm.
So every treatment is very personalized.
Okay.
So let's say if you're a person that is in a lot of pain, chronic pain for so long, and you're not able to move a lot because of course everything is hurting.
Yes.
Maybe you're a little overweight. Every step is really challenging for you.
Okay.
Aquatherapy is your solution.
Wow. Yes.
Because the water, the resistance is not the same as if you are outside of the water. You
Okay.
can move more. The gravity doesn't affect the same way. And let's say your shoulder, your neck, your knee, your ankle, your back, all of those parts are hurting.
Yeah.
Let's get to the pool.
Well, we see that. I mean, really, I've been in her classes and her strategy sessions to get you ready for aquatic therapy. It's really unbelievable to see people who are a little afraid of the water also. So they're trying to take care of two things at one time. They're trying to take care of the fear of water as well as wondering, how is this going to help my disability? I mean, that's an awesome way of thinking about it. I got another question, too. The question that I have for you is, now that you've been working with veterans, what would you advise a veteran coming into the program to prepare themselves to see you for whatever thing they might need in terms of their physical conditions?
Just have an open mind.
Yes.
And be willing to receive what we have to offer. Just like, and I'm gonna go back to aquatic therapy.
Yes.
Some people don't know how to swim, and they feel afraid of getting in the pool.
Yeah.
Because they think they might drown. But we have the tools, we have the resources, we have the knowledge, we have the experience to help you overcome those feelings. Like
Yes.
just last week, I had a patient. She told me, I've had a fear of water ever since I was a little girl.
Oh,
And she got in the middle of the pool, and it's 7 feet and 7 and something
Yeah.
feet, and she was in the middle of the pool the very first day.
Wow.
So it's just not something that you will help yourself physically, but also mentally. So be just mentally prepared to receive.
And what do you tell veterans after they've gone through your program and then they go back to the United States? What type of recommendations have you been giving the veterans that go back there after they've been in your program?
Okay, so follow-up is important. So I try to give them a treatment plan that they can follow at home.
Okay.
And I follow up with them every so often to see if they have any questions, to see how we can progress, if we have to make any changes to their treatment, and just to stay consistent and persistent. Continue to follow the steps.
Yeah. And I've noticed people that have been on the tour before and the ones that have come back, they're asking when do they go in for, PT, for physical therapy again.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that with some of the return veterans that are coming back?
Yes, especially after Meaches.
Right.
But yes. Just this week there was a patient. He had an appointment at 8 a.m. and he missed it, unfortunately.
Oh.
So he would go back every time, like, is there a spot available? Can I see her now? They're like, we'll let you know in about an hour. He would come back an hour later.
Yeah.
And not yet, but we'll let you know. So yes, patients that go back home and then they come back to the clinic, they look forward to their physical therapy.
That's
training.
awesome. Well, we got some announcements, I believe, that's coming. So I think it would be okay. Let me check the counter. Is it okay to go with the announcements now? Yep. So it looks like the time is going great. You guys are very responsive. I can see that and feel the energy. Tell us about these new announcements that are coming, Perla.
New announcements?
Yes, is there a new announcement coming?
Well, actually, I have some updates.
Yes, here we go.
So since last time I was here, at that time we hadn't started aquatherapy.
Okay.
So we now have that in
Okay.
place. The veterans that are local, we call them the advanced group because they get to see a little more. So
Sure.
if you're thinking of coming and staying, you can be part of that group for sure. We also have some new equipment. One that is Shockwaves.
Okay.
It is a very specialized machine that can help with chronic pain, which is
Okay.
something that most veterans have.
Yes. Yes.
So if you have been suffering from chronic pain, low back, shoulder, knee, so this is a machine that has this new advanced technique that can help you reduce the inflammation, heal deeper tissue, help with the pain. So that is a new requirement of ours.
I got to tell you guys, because when I was going for my physical therapy, the best part about staying in the hotel is that you give us, homework to do. You give us different type of, instruments to use. We get a mat, and we go in our room. We can do stretching in our room. When she gives us a mat, you get a ball to do our balance on. And you get things like the big roll where you can lay back and roll on. I think that's so incredible, because when you haven't gone to a therapist in a long time because you've been waiting at the VA to go, and then they come and see you, they want to really make sure that they can stretch their bodies out and everything before they come, or even after. So I think that's a great way of continuing that type of service, of giving us the different tools that we can use in our rooms.
And you being one of our first patients, like if you were in the very first group,
yes,
you have seen, you remember our office.
Yes.
Right? You remember our office space. It was very nice and equipped, but now we have a busy space. We have a new gym. We have. If you've been here before, just like Brian a couple months ago, or maybe 3 months ago, it's different now. We have a bigger, nicer space.
Wow, and she's talking about there's a treadmill in there. And there's all types of things. I'm not going to give it all up, but it's really great.
You have to come to see everything we have.
Well, thank you so much, Perla, for sharing that information with us. I know a lot of folks are now trying to schedule themselves to be able to come to physical therapy. Remember, it's going to probably be on your disability breakdown letter, and that way you'll have your treatment plan. Perla will be able to see you, and we just want you to come down and kind of absorb some of that energy that we're getting when we come see you, Perla. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
If it's okay now, let me check the counter. Yep, I think we're going to get ready to start going over to the questions, the Q&A.
Perfect. So the first. All right. So the first question is from Wyland. What group were you with? This is for Brian. What group were you with?
I was in 3rd Special Forces Group out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Nice. We see somebody when we were talking about the sound therapy. Tina said, "Great, I need that now." So they need some holistic wellness. We have someone said, "Shout out James." Yes, shout out James. The next question from Tina is, "Can you take the tour more than once?"
Yes, Tina, that's a great question. We highly recommend you take the tour more than once, because you want to be able to follow up. You might want to be able to follow up with Perla in your physical therapy. You might want to be able to follow up with Dr. Ray in psychiatry. You want to be able to return. Yes. So we just ask that you try to schedule a month out. So you come back 1 month. Of course, your next appointment will be the following month. Yes. So yes, you're able to do that.
Yes. Perfect.
And actually, we do have patients that come back every month for their follow-up appointments.
Okay. Yes.
So yes.
Shout out Rochelle.
Yeah.
Shout out Rochelle. All right. Next question is, that's awesome till next year booking. So this is someone talking about the tour dates going all the way to July 2026.
Yes. Clap for that. Yeah. That's awesome to have that schedule planned out.
That's brand new. We have David McKay. Yeah, okay. So he said, "Perla is an amazing human being, a very caring person. She truly cares about her patients."
Yes, that's awesome.
Thank you,
that's
David.
Awesome. Thank you, David.
Nice.
Wow.
And David has been on the tour?
Yes, he was recently.
Amazing. So that's a testimonial. So Pam also said aquatic too, so need that. So somebody really needs aquatic therapy.
Yes.
Wait for you here.
It's really, aquatic therapy is life-changing. People don't realize the more you stay in the water, the better your body gets over time.
Absolutely.
And I can tell you right now, I live in Maple Beach. Like I said, I started with the program in January. I live in Maple Beach. I swim at least once a day, okay, where I live at. Not that I'm running to the beach swimming, but the development that I live in has a pool Usually they do here in Dominican Republic, right? Hint, hint, clue, clue. So I swim and get my aquatic therapy in every day.
Nice.
All right, so we have James asked, what's the cost?
James, that is a great question. And you know what? We've had a lot of people ask that same question like you did. But what we found out, there is no cost. Okay, James, there is no cost. No. Let me kind of preface to say that there is some cost if you want to buy souvenirs, if you want to maybe go out on the town and see one of the entertainment shows at Coco Bongos. Those are costs. But as far as the program, the Veterans Care International program, from Tuesday to Tuesday, there's no cost. Just get your plane ticket, man. Get your plane ticket. Everything else is included.
Yes. Thank you. All right. The next question from Angela is, does enrollment with the program mean we no longer have VA medical benefits in the U.S.?
That is not true. The enrollment in the program has nothing to do with your VA benefits in the United States. In essence, it basically adds to your information that is basically saved in the VA database, right? You can ask for a copy of what you've had in your treatment, and they will send that to you. I mean, they as the medical professionals. And you can take that information right to your VA, to your doctors, and present it. Yes.
Yes, yes. And if I may talk about a specific scenario, we did have a veteran come, and this was someone who has been going for checks on his heart for multiple years. Really didn't get any information. Every time the doctor said, you know what, you're good, you're good, you're good. He came here. He met with our internal medicine.
Yes.
He was able to review the EKG, and he spotted some issues with his breathing.
Irregularities.
Irregularities.
Yes.
So now that veteran is going to take the medical records from VCI, go to the United States, and now he's going to be able to bring those findings to the doctors in the United States, so
That's
that, again,
awesome.
they can't blow you off. They can't tell you don't have nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Now they're going to have to actually check you the right way. So
That is awesome.
that's
Yeah,
the
I
way
was
to
there
take
when you made that
advantage.
testimony. That was an awesome testimony. Incredible. Yes.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. All right, next question is, someone asked, can we go fishing also for relaxation?
Let me say, we are near the beach. You could go fishing if you like. We've never had anybody ask that question as of yet. But, you know, we do have excursions, and some of the excursions are on your own, right? But I would anticipate that if you wanted to know more about fishing down here in the Caribbean, right, we can help you out with that. Yeah, we can help you out with that.
And just to let everyone know, if you come on this tour, we don't book your whole 7 days, 24 hours.
Yes.
You do have free time. We have veterans who go golfing on their own time when they don't have appointments. We have veterans that go out to nightlife when they don't have appointments.
Yes.
So if you want to go fishing, just, again, let us know that you'll want a free spot during your schedule, and we'll make sure you have a free spot so that you can go on your own time to do anything that you want to do.
Yeah, that's a great comeback, Jalen. Thank you.
All right, next question is from Tanja. Are we allowed to attend more than once? Just curious. I'm excited to attend. So that's going back to the...
Yes, we answered that one.
So yes, you can attend as long as it's not in the same month, but you can come every month. We have Michael M. to Pam. Thank you. So it sounds like someone got referred.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, thank you for bringing Michael into the webinar. So then Vincent asked, which airport do you fly into?
Okay, well, the main airport to fly into is Punta Cana Airport. Punta Cana Airport, because you're co-located with the Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center. It's about a 15, 20-minute ride, depending upon traffic.
Right.
And we have someone there to pick you up. So the closest airport is Punta Cana Airport.
PUJ.
PUJ, yes, PUJ.
All right. We have a question from James. do your plus one have to pay anything?
Wow, that's a great question, James. Your plus ones are here to support you with your medical care. But if they want to pay for things, if they want to go out, they are things that they have to pay for on their own. You know, but we do have sometimes some of the plus ones want to go to spas. They want to have different treatments depending upon what they like. We interact and help them out. Yeah.
Quick information for plus ones. Plus ones do have access to certain appointments. All plus ones will get a massage and a facial. And then based on availability, if the chiropractor is available or the doctor is available, we will see the plus ones, again, based on availability, but guaranteed is the massage. And then another thing about cost, just to really, really clarify, us here at VCI, we are not asking for anything. When you talk about cost, these are like food, like things for you, but we're not asking for any payments to us, the company running the program.
Yes.
And one more thing, Jalen.
Yes.
The plus one can also do the aquatic therapy.
Plus ones also can do the aquatic therapy, so that's a good plug-in. And of course, all the activities as well. Then we have another question. What type of banking institutions?
What type of banking institutions for what? To draw money out? If that's the question, to draw money out, yes, they do have banking institutions here, Bank Reserva, Popular Bank, Scotia Bank, and all those banks allow you to use your debit card, or if you take cash off your credit card, and you can pull out cash with those, but it will come in Dominican pesos.
Yes, and it will be a fee. So ideally,
yes, there is a fee.
You bring around $150 to $200. That's what it usually costs for the whole week, for food and other things. We had another question that says, my apologies, I didn't hear that. So I think this is for the person that asked, are we allowed to attend more than once? Yes, you are allowed to attend more than once. Like we said, when you come down here, just reach out to us when you want to come back, and we'll make sure we get you down. And then we have James said, don't forget to add my plus one Jalen. Okay, got it. We will add them. I got you. Do we have any other questions before we sign off? Any other questions? Okay, I got one question for Perla. Perla, how since you've been here since the beginning of VCI, give me a quick reflection from the beginning to now. Where and how do you think we're doing?
So when we first started, we had a very, very limited space for the amount of people that we could have come per tour.
Okay.
We couldn't, it was just like very, okay, so this is just like this amount of people and that is it. And now, sometimes I call and we don't have any spots available.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, okay, it's, they have to show them what other dates are available because it's just filling up, like every week it's filling up so quickly. Lots of veterans want to come to the program or they want to come back. And it's just, for me, it's like, it's very, it warms my heart because this is why I do what I do. Seeing my patients happy, going back home and saying, you know what, I'll see you back in a month.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 2 months. Making a difference in someone's life is just,
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct because you said it. Just from when I came, because we came at the same time. Hey, I started when you started, right?
Yeah.
And it was more of a smaller concept. We still had places to operate out of in terms of when we're coming through our consultations. But now it's like the halls are filled with people and there's rooms over here. It's a huge fitness gym where you're out of. I mean, it's incredible, yes.
Yes.
So I can reflect with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so I just have a couple. Pam said, can't wait for 9/9. Oh, can't wait to see you, Pam. And then we have Max said, I'm coming on December 2nd to 9th.
Okay.
And wish to add a +1. Okay, so whoever, go on our website if you haven't contacted anybody and fill out our form. And then someone will contact you and just let them know you have a +1. If you've already been contacted, just let whoever is working with you, let them know that you're bringing a +1. And then the last is Veronica. Thank you all. This sounds like a wonderful program and can't wait to attend.
Thanks, Veronica.
And then we have, is there time to look into real estate? Yes, there is a whole day for real estate. So if you're interested,
yes,
just let us know. And we have agents that will show you whatever you need. So that's concluding. Already contacted. Okay, perfect. So then contact them and let them know you want to add a +1. Lachey said, I love what you all do. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, Lachey. Can't wait to see you back.
Thanks, Lachey.
I know you're coming back soon. Can't wait to see you. And thank you, everybody. You want to go ahead and close it out?
Yep. So, as we mentioned, come on and enroll. Do the 4 steps. Come on down here and get your health and wellness taken care of so you can make a point with Perla, the clinicians that are here. So come on down. We really would love to have you here. It could be a life-changing experience. Again, on behalf of the VCI program, I want to just welcome you all again and have a good evening. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.